My favorite creators, especially when it comes to Juri, and that's BNK, Big Nasty Kail. Go over there, support him. I believe he's on X a little bit, but mostly he's on Blue Skies. His Twitch channel, I have all that stuff down in the description below, but he did put out a video that I kind of want to look at because it was pretty much some good stuff to me. So let's go ahead and just get into it.
A balanced patch for the whole cast. There's going to be system-wide changes. The whole game is going to be fresh.
Oh, there's the information right there, but I'll still put it in the description down below.
Are already in 100%. That's done. It's locked away.
Yeah, them system changes are done.
Those changes are already done. We can't do anything about it. If we do not get anything to deal with fireballs in this next patch, chat, I need you all to put your hand up to the screen. I need you all to touch hands and we all make a pact right here and there. Pinky swear, right? Like we make a pact right now. We do not badmouth each other in public unless they're being like homophobic or blah, 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 right? Transphobic, like racist. If they're being a fucking dickhead, right? Fuck them. Other than that, we're not going to fucking argue with each other in public. We're going to have a united front. There is something that black folks say. Never let them see you fight in public. You do that shit behind doors. If we have a disagreement, you hit the DMs, you talk it out, and you shake hands. But we're not gonna argue in public, especially on that fake engagement bot-ridden 4chan is that you platform X. We're not gonna do that shit. That shit is trash, yo. But we're not gonna fight each other because we all want the same shit. We all want the same shit, but we're arguing about dumb, like how are we going to get there? We're not gonna do that shit. We're gonna come together, united front, and we are going to not shut the fuck up for season 4 getting something to deal with fireballs. We're not gonna, I am done. I am going to,
yeah.
If y'all
they need to give her
behind me, chat. I will tank.
They need to give her back her V skill that she had in Street Fighter 5, where she could get around fireballs by charging up by charging a certain V skill up. She could basically use it to get around fireballs. So she could threaten like, okay, if you're gonna throw a fireball, if you throw it, I'm gonna use this skill and I'm gonna get a free hit off you. And you could still kind of have it where you have to do certain things. Like if you hold a Fuha stock down, it charges the move. And you could do it whatever, light, medium, heavy, whichever button you want to use for it. And basically, like if she stores and she holds it, she charges for the V skill. But let's go ahead and get back into it. Whoops, wrong button. Wrong button, guys.
I will tank it all, right? I don't give a shit. But stand with me. And we united. We're gonna get some shit. If we don't get it in 3, we're gonna get it in 4. Promise you that. We are not going to be quiet about it. I don't give a shit if your friends think, oh, just adapt. They're fucking stupid, right? If people tell you what your character needs and they do not play the character, you can say it to their face, I don't care, or just say it to yourself, oh man, just shut the fuck up. Pack it up. Pack that shit up, yo. Like, just get them out of here. I am so sick of this shit. I'm sick of Geef players saying like Juri players just want everything. Shut the fuck up, Geef. I want to ask you. Go back to fucking having one brain cell and just churning this shit. Fucking turn this shit. How about you just turn this shit? The fucking Geef players, like Ken players, oh, they just want everything. Go back to Jinrai, fucking. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, that's so annoying, especially when a Ken player. Like, bro, I know you ain't talking with that you spamming Jinrai kick like that. Like, bro, God, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Same shit, but we're arguing with each other. It's the same shit in the world. We all want the same shit, but we fight amongst each other about how we get there. You do that shit behind closed doors, and you keep it civil, unless they're being an asshole and unless they're fucking, you know, bad folk, right? But we're gonna do this shit. 110%. We're going to do them shit. Stop saying feet, Chad. Move on. We're gonna get this shit. 'Cause I'm so sick and tired of this shit. And we all know, like it's bullshit. We all know it's bullshit. We all know it.
Juri players, please stop with the grippers, okay? Nobody wants to see Juri feet. I don't want to see Juri feet. You don't want to see Juri feet. Okay, man, just cut the BS out. But like that's it's a joke that's going way too far.
Get her out of here, Hanma. Get her out of here. This is what I'm saying. You see how big fireball comes in here the moment we start to speak truth to power. The moment we start to speak truth. You see how the fucking big plasma, they come in here and they try to like besmirch us. Fuck that shit, yo. United we stand. I'm telling y'all, the CIA sent a pretty ass woman in our chat just to try to deflect. Yo, don't fuck with no chicks, chat. You gotta stay gaming.
You gotta stay gaming, bruh. Don't focus on no girls. Just stay gaming.
I'm just saying. I'm not here to discuss how to get around Plasma when Plasma Queen is in chat. I'm not doing that shit. I'm like, we need a way to get around fireballs. And then here comes the Ryu player. Oh, no one asked you, Ryu. Get out of here. It's crazy. You see how the world works, chat? That's so wild, chat. You see how the world works? The moment you start to speak, you don't have to be afraid, chat. If you speak the truth, you don't have to be afraid. You arm yourself with the truth and you watch them run. The moment you start to speak truth, you watch everyone get quiet or they try to attack you because they know you're right. You speak the truth and you live the truth, they'll run down the fucking street in fear of you because they know the moment we get anything, all that bullshit, the fact that they could just and just spam that shit against us, Kail, shooty. The moment they have to think about it, they're like, whoa, wait a minute. It's not a free game? Wait a minute, that's a bit strong, don't you think? Shut the fuck up. Shooty. Fuck out of here, B. Anytime a person can put some shit on the screen, they're not even thinking about shit. They're just me. That's all they're doing is just fucking zoned out, yo. The moment you get one jump in, they're like, isn't Juri a bit strong? This character's a little bit strong, huh? You get one jump in that you had to guess on. You had to guess on the shit.
Y'all saw that, man. Juri just one jump in, and I had to guess. I'm trying to guess when he's gonna throw a fireball. You saw it at a Kuma match. I'm literally trying to dive kick him, and I'm literally having to jump, try to get damage, and I'm trying to guess when he's gonna throw a fireball.
And they fuck up, and I'm on my shit. Corner carry. Hold this fucking strong in your face, dog. It's the moment. It's so crazy. They get one jump in and they're like, man, this jury is so random. What the fuck do you expect me to do? What the fuck do you expect me to do? I have to go random. Everyone in the game has something to make the opponent afraid to throw a fireball on the ground. Specifically, say that shit. I'm telling you, everyone in the game has something. Juri does not. And the thing that she has doesn't work as intended. Everyone's like, well, just store. Except if I store and they drive rush, I lose the game, right? It doesn't.
When it comes to store, like I've seen, like even if I store, it's like I'm negative. I can't remember what it was, but I know I'm negative. I'm still not at advantage. So even if I use my store to block the fireball, it's still his turn. It's still my opponent's turn, so he still can transgress upon me as much as he wants. So it's like that's why I just either parry it or just jump it, because there's no point to try to use the Fuha stock to block it. And a lot of times you have to basically time it, and when you're like got a million things going on in your brain, dude, you can't really process it and just really plan that out. So a lot of times I'll end up getting hit trying to store, so I just don't even bother with it anymore. To me, it's not worth it. And I think he does get to dive kick too, because people say, well, you should just time to dive kick. Well, the thing with dive kick is that the second you try to go for that dive kick and they throw a fireball, if you're off by just a little bit, they're going to recover in time enough to DP you if they have the reactions to it. Or they can just block. And then once you hit them with the dive kick, they block it. They get pretty much a free grab. So it's not worth it to me. Like she needs something that basically she can threaten them with. like, okay, I have to be more strategic about how I throw my fireball. I can't just throw it at you mindlessly, like he was saying. You just can't sleepwalk and just throw fireballs now that she has it.
Work as intended. Bro, just jump? You're wrong on 2 points. You're wrong on 2 points. One, who the fuck is bro? Two, you have some of the best DPs I have ever seen. Daniela is on point with her with her DPs. You can't jump it on her. So the fact that she's like, just jump. Yo. Appreciate you. But bro is fine too, right? She's got some of the best deep. You can't jump on her. It's insane. And she's like, just jump. It's like, that's crazy. She's like, yeah, just jump on me. Yo, she's so good at it. She'll do DP to level 3. So the moment I jump, I lose 50% easy. That shit's crazy. Yup. Just rubbing your hands, yo. I'd be happy with 3 angles of the dive kick. Now, here's the thing, chat. I'm not saying that we need to have some shit that works against it all the time, free, frame 1. I do not want broken OD Ryodan Satsu, right? I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is we need to have something that if they go to throw and I get a read on it and I see that it comes out, that I can do something. Right now, all we have is a level 3. Which is good, but like no other character in the game relies on all their meter to do with that shit. No other character. Juri is an outlier. She's the only one. Some characters have to drop their level 2. That's fine. Some people have to use OD moves. That's fine. I don't care what she gets, as long as they give us something in the direction of dealing with that. I.e., if we can neutral jump into dive kick, right? That would help. That would help a lot. If we could have,
yes, if they would give her that, I think I would be happy with that too. If we can just, because Akuma can EX fireball from neutral, he can just neutral jump and do an EX fireball. Why can Juri not just neutral jump and get an EX dive kick? Not if you want to make it to where it's just an EX move, she has to burn meter to do it. Fine, I'm cool with that. She can't do normal dive kick, but she can do EX dive kick. I would take that. That would be helpful in the war. And the other thing with the 3 different angles of drive rush, just drive rush, yeah. 3 different angles of dive kick. I guess that could be useful depending on how you implement it. Like if they throw a fireball and you're trying to bait a DP, maybe do the light one, and the light one angle shorter, so it makes them have to think even when they're throwing fireballs that, hey, he might dive kick this, but he might do the medium or the light to end up just short of my DP range. But I know if they gave us that, if they gave her dive kick in neutral, the Cammy players would be crying, saying, why can't we do it? Blah, blah, blah. So they would have to do it across the board with Jamie, Cammy, and Juri. And I'm trying to think, who else has a dive kick? I think they're the only ones. Akuma kind of has one where you push down and he does he can jump and then you can press down and he'll do like a little kick out the air. But it's not really a dive kick. So, and there's no EX version to it. It's just a standard move. So I think it's just those 3. But I would be happy with neutral EX dive kick. I would be happy with that. But because the last thing they gave us was that punish counter state for when people jump. But I'm like, even if people jump, you don't really use it like that. I don't think you really get anything off of it because most times it's just a counter hit. Now, if it was a counter hit, crouching fierce that led into that combo, okay, I would say, yeah, that's a W. That's a win. That's a decent little pickup. But it only works on punish counter. So
3 different angles for our dive kick. If our Fuhaja Hajin worked a bit better, that would be cool. If like OD Fuhajin did better, that would be good. If they allowed us to cancel our Fuhajin off of a fireball clash, that would help out a lot. But all these things are very, very small things that it might not even change the fact. It still might not work as it should, but at least we have something that we can like do skillfully to handle a problem that she has. I think that's fair. That if we're half screen and you throw one and I clash and I can go to level 3, that's fair. Like, some of the cast can do that already. Like, why can't she? Like, that just makes sense. So I'm not saying what she needs to have. I'm not saying what she should get should be like broken or even like great, but she needs to have something that works in the direction to deal with that problem. But going back to what I'm saying, chat, we need to stand together. We need to band together and do not let anyone make you feel bad about this shit, because everyone who says no, like, either they're so good that it doesn't matter, but like 95% of those that I ask all say the same thing amongst all the ranks. Almost everyone under master rank all say the same thing. One of the things I get asked all the time is, how do I deal with fireballs? It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Give us her parry from Street Fighter 4. It might not work great, but it's something, right? It's something. Because if I go up and then dive kick,
because I completely forgot about her parry on Street Fighter 4, that she had that, because they gave her a dive kick back from Street Fighter 4, but they didn't give her parry back. And I'm like, if they gave her parry where she can basically teleport basically off the hits. And when I put this back up, I'm gonna load up Street Fighter. I'm gonna record some stuff showing you what it could do. But to me, that was something I was hoping they were going to do when they were talking about adding moves to characters. What's going on, Paul? Hope you're doing all right, bro. But that was something I was hoping they were going to give her Street Fighter 4 parries, because she needs something to deal with fireballs. She needs something to deal with and how to get around them, because dive kick is not the answer. Jumping, Fuha stocks, they don't work. They always just leave her at disadvantage. So she needs something more than just those things to get around fireballs.
Maybe that will be a punish. I just think even if they gave her V skill 2, right, that she gets to put a big fireball on the screen in the mid so that it clashes, even that would be better. V skill 1 might be a bit strong, but they could make it not as strong. They can do things around it. My point, just give her something and then let the players see how good it is. And then season 4, we can adjust it again. But we're not going to fight with each other. We're not going to argue with each other. We're going to stand together. If you guys need to talk to more of us, Discord, please hit me up. But we are not going to fight with each other in the streets. To everyone else, we are going to be the hive mind. We are going to be one, the fucking nest, right? The murder of crows, right? We are going to work as one with similar goals. And if we disagree, just be quiet and take that shit to the DMs. Fuck that shit. That's what we're going to do. We're either going to get some shit or we're going to stand together. Just saying.
Yeah, guys, that's like, he's one of my favorite content creators, especially when it comes to Juri. And definitely we Juri players need something going into season 3. I'm hoping they did something with her. I'm hoping they kind of fix some of the problems with her, but only time will tell, because we won't know for another month until Elena comes out.